शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, most attractive, gorgeous, ancient and the most divine temple which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. Shri Matre Namaha. We are trying to understand the meaning of Lalitha Sahasranama, 1000 names of the goddess Jaganmata, composed by Vashinyadi Vagdevatas as per the command of she herself, that is Lalita Mata herself, commanded the Vashinyadi Vagdevatas to write her 1000 names, and she ordered that it should be in such a way that whoever chants this stotra, then she should be filled with complete bliss, as well as the devotees who chant this. So what a blessing for all of us. So Vashinyadi Vagdevatas composed this and chanted it in her presence, in her royal court. And whoever was present there, all went into samadhi. This we have already seen. Now, the first few shlokas give the explanation of each and every organ of this goddess body. We must understand she is formless. It's a formless energy which has taken a form. Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta, not born. She is not born like Rama and Krishna. She has not taken avatara, but she appears in front of all of us in a particular body so that we people understand it. We identify ourselves with the body. So, when some body we see, then we are able to understand. We are able to connect ourselves better. In 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Kleshodhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavad-bhiravapyate. For people, ignorant people like us who are identifying ourselves with the body, it is very difficult to focus on something formless energy. Kleshaha adhikaha. Difficulty is very, very high to focus on such a formless energy. That is why a form is given. Arupa. She does not have any rupa, but she has taken this rupa. No akara, but she has taken, she is nirakara, but she has taken this particular akara. And nama. How many namas? 1000 namas. All for our upliftment, not for anything else. For the devotees' upliftment, this has been blessed by our mother. Unfortunately, people look at it as the explanation of a female body. All the organs of female body are described. Chi, what nonsense. Adi Shankaracharya writes this in Saundaryalahari. Even to a higher level. Every organ, including the yoni, the womb, is described so beautifully by Adi Shankaracharya. But ignorant people who are always body conscious talk ill of this. They say this is disgusting. Adi Shankaracharya is a brahmachari. How can he write this kind of stotras which describe organs of a female body? This is nonsense. There are so many people who talk like this, ill of Adi Shankaracharya. Yes, people who have identified themselves always with the body definitely will talk like this only. Because for such people there is nothing beyond the body. Here also we see the description of so many organs. So it should not be taken as why is it like this? Such questions, such doubts should not arise in the mind of a devotee. Once we trust, it should be complete trust and surrender. This we have seen the different nyayas also. We have completed up to 6 shlokas. We will see the 7th one now. Navachampaka pushpabha nasa danda virajita. Talking about her nose. Nose is compared with Navachampaka pushpa. Champaka pushpa, we know that. Sampangi. In Kannada it is Sampige. Champaka. Champaka flower which is new, just now blossomed. It is very tender. It is very soft and beautiful color. More than that, very nice fragrance. So the nose, this portion is compared. Nose is compared with just now blossomed Champaka flower. Nose represents the agrana tattva, smelling. Nose is used for smelling apart from breathing. It is one of the jnanendriyas. In the morning when we go for walks, we smell, somewhere somebody is preparing upma. How do we know? That smell is strong, so strong, and my nose is so powerful that it is able to identify that smell. Similarly, so many other dishes, somewhere biryani, somebody is preparing biryani, I can get the smell. Not in our own house, somebody else's house, we are able to grasp this, smell this. How? Because that particular jnanendriya is so strong, so powerful. Unfortunately, we are using this particular jnanendriya only for smelling food. We should go beyond this. Very subtle issues. We should be able to identify smell. Smell does not mean the fragrance of that. The principle behind any of these concepts, we must be able to grasp it, to smell that. Wow, some Bhagavad Gita lecture is going on. Lalitha Sahasranama is going on. Chanting is going on. Let me also join. We say the taste. Ruchi. Rama Neenama Ento Ruchira sang Tyagaraja. Does it mean something eating? The taste for it. Similarly, the smell for spirituality. So this Navachampaka Pushpabha Nasa Danda Virajita talks about this kind of principle. It is not that that particular organ, description of organ is superficial. Beyond that, we must be able to go and understand the principle or the tattva behind it. So here, this represents the Jnanendriya Nasika, which is used for smell. Smelling of all the other things we know. We have been doing it. Now we should be able to smell the spirituality. We should be able to grasp that. Subtle issues, we must be able to focus on it. That is what is meant by Navachampaka Pushpabha Nasa Danda Virajita. Next one, Tara Kanti Tiraskari Nasa Bharana Bhasura. Tara, stars. Tara Kanti, the shining of the stars. You know, they shine beautifully in the night. Visible to us only in the night. Tiraskari Nasa Bharana Bhasura. her nose ring. Nose ring is so beautiful that in front of this nose ring, the kanti of that stars is nothing. That means the shining. It is so radiant. The nose ring is so radiant that in front of this, this Tara Kanti is nothing. In Srirangam, there is a beautiful temple of Akhilandeshwari where she wears this Sri Chakra as her kundala. That will come to that later. That also radiant. The abharana, the ornaments that she wears, each ornament represents something. This nose ring, what she is wearing, it has got diamonds and rubies, manikya and vajra or diamond. Now this rubies, they govern particular graha. You know, there are Navagrahas. So in that Mars, we call it as Angaraka or Mangala, etc. Mars is governed by this particular stone called Manikya or ruby. And another one is Shukra, Venus, which governs that the diamond governs this particular graha, Shukra or Venus. Now her nose rings are studded with manikya and diamond. You can imagine the radiance over there. It is studded with this ruby and diamond, means these grahas are residing here. So many times we come across some people who say that I have got dosha from this graha, dosha from that graha. We have to perform some homa or havana or so. That is what the astrologer has advised us. So here, if we simply focus on her nose ring, all these graha doshas are simply destroyed. Not that we are against doing any homas or havanas, but since we are anyway chanting Lalita Sahasranama daily, whenever we are able to pause over here, this particular Tara Kanti Tiraskarina Asa Bharana Basura, take a break, just focus, think of her nose ring. Most of the Tamil ladies wear on both the noses, both the sides of the nose. 2 nose rings are there. You must see the vibrant over there. It is so radiant, it is so much that pal, when they turn and talk like this, that diamond rays are just so high. You feel so happy to just look at them. So she is wearing like this. So one meaning is comparing with the star radiance. This is much higher than the radiance of the stars. And the second meaning is she has got all the grahas over here on the nose ring. So whenever we chant this particular nama, if we are able to focus on her nose ring, then the graha doshas will be 100% destroyed. And there is yet another meaning for Tara. This is the light which comes from within, what we call as Chaitanya. That light is given the name as Tara. That supreme divine light which helps us, which makes us cross this ocean of samsara. That is given the name as Tara. So, whenever possible, let us give a pause over here and focus on her nose ring and derive that bliss. Whether graha doshas are there or not, we should be able to derive bliss just by focusing on her nose ring, at least for a fraction of a second. Next nama, Kadamba Manjari Klupta Karna Pura Manohara. She is wearing a bunch of Kadamba flowers, where just behind the yes. It is like hanging from here, bunch of flowers. When somebody gives us one red rose, yellow rose, then we put it over here just behind the ear. So here it is said that Kadamba Manjari. Manjari means bunch. Kadamba, there are two meanings. It is a type of flower which grows in a tree called Kadamba. It's a very tall tree, Kadamba Vanavasini. She resides in a forest which has got only Kadamba trees. And this particular flower, Kadamba flower, is orange in color. It's a small flower, but it has a very, very nice fragrance. So they prepare perfume out of this flower also. This is one meaning for Kadamba. Another meaning is different varieties of flowers put together is called as Kadamba. Like how Krishna wears Vanamalini, Vanamala. All the different variety of flowers from the forest are collected and made into a garland, and Krishna loves to wear that kind of mala. Same way here, Kadamba may be one kind of flower or mixture of all flowers, variety of flowers. A bunch is one, flowers are many. Just like there are so many variety of things, bhuta, in this world. We have been coming across the word bhuta in Bhagavad Gita so many times. It includes everything. Living beings, non-living beings too. The same is represented here. Kadamba means everything included here. It is one. Whether it is a human being or an animal or a plant or mountain or river, whatever it is, only Goddess, only Mother is present in everybody and everything. So the tattva behind this particular nama is, there are many forms, but actually there is only one. One bunch made out of variety of flowers, and she is wearing it just behind the ear. And so the ears are looking so beautiful, because at the background there is a beautiful bunch of flowers, and ears, such beautiful colored ears, and they look so beautiful. Karna Pura Manohara. Then Tatanka Yugali Bhuta Tapa Nodupa Mandala. Tatanka. Tatanka is ear studs. As I said just now, Akhilandeshwari temple, she wears Sri Chakra, as both the sides Sri Chakra is being worn for that goddess. As Karna Kundala, Karna Bharana or Tatanka, ear studs. Tatanka Yugali. Yugali means two. Bhuta Tapa Nodupa Mandala. Tapana Udupa. Tapana is the one who gives us tapa. One who gives us heat is sun, Surya. So Tapana means Surya. Udupa. Udupa means one who gives us coolness. Chandra. Moon. So sun and moon. She is wearing, sun and moon as her ear studs. Her earrings are not an ordinary earring, but sun and moon. Tapanodupa Mandala, Surya Mandala, Chandra Mandala. Can we imagine all this? It's very difficult, but still we can imagine, and we should be able to see her in front of us wearing all this gorgeous looking, all abharanas, ornaments, whether it is nose ring or earring. And we should be able to derive bliss out of looking at her, either looking at her or imagining that we are looking at her. Imagining the ear studs. Tatanka Yugali Bhuta. Now here, the principle behind this is, look at the nature. Connect ourselves with the nature. Surya and Chandra, nature. When we chant Lakshmi Ashtottara, Prakritye Namaha, Vikritye Namaha, the first nama is Prakriti. Prakriti is nature. She is nature. When we chant this, we should be able to connect ourselves with the nature. At least in the morning when we see sun. Rising sun we see. It is not sun who is rising. Mother. Mother is visible to us. So we should be able to connect. It is not mechanical chanting. At least understand the meaning of a few of the namas, and we should be able to connect ourselves with that body. We are seeing the body now, the form. Even though she is formless, we have given a form. Rather, Vashinnadi Vag Devatas have given a form, and the description of that form is going on right now. So at least when the description of the form is going on, we should be able to connect ourselves with her. Because our aim is Ahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavani. I am you, you are me. I am not different from you. If that should happen, we should be able to connect ourselves with that goddess body. We are connecting ourselves with our children, our family members. When they are happy, we are happy. When they are sad, we are sad. We have connected ourselves so much. In the same way now, why not we try to connect ourselves with this blissful form? She is always smiling, blissful. So when we connect with this blissful form, we also derive this bliss. We become blissful. Always blissful then. Whatever happens, let the external thing happen as it is. I don't mind, because I know it is within. I am connected with my mother. She is blissful, so I am also blissful. I am deriving that energy, that bliss, being blissfulness, that I am deriving from her. So this kind of thought should appear. The bhavana should be there when we chant. Otherwise we simply mechanically chant Tatanka Yugali Bhuta Tapanodapa Mandala. That is not the way. Because we have been chanting like this, there is not much of effect on us. Many times we feel, I have been chanting this for so many years, but there doesn't seem to be any much progress. Because of this, that bhavana is not there. We may not be able to remember the meaning of all the 1,000 names. At least a few. Whatever attracts us maximum. At least there we can give a pause. Oh, this is what it is. This is how she is. Even I should become like her. Then continue to the next nama. Tatanka Yugali Bhuta Tapanodupa Mandala. So it is not that we should not wear gold earrings or diamond earrings. Nothing of that. Wear everything. Be happy with this. But if it is lost also, we should be able to keep ourselves happy. She is wearing it. So what happens if I don't wear? No problem. She is wearing it. I am she only. I am her only. So that kind of attitude we should be able to develop if we want to progress in the path of spirituality. Next one. Padmaraga Shiladarsha Paribhavikapola Bhuhu. Padmaraga Shila. This is a kind of ruby which is available in the river Gandaki. In the shores of Gandaki river, this particular stone is available. It is a kind of manikya or ruby. It's very smooth, very nice to touch, that stone. Red in color, beautiful to see, and very, even though it is hard, it is smooth, very smooth. So her cheeks are Padmaraga Shiladarsha Paribhavi Kapola. Kapola is cheek. Cheeks are so smooth, shiny. We also see some people, it's shiny. And moreover, the dress that they wear, whatever dress that lady is wearing or the girl is wearing, the color reflects on the cheeks. Many times we tell some people, wow, you are looking so beautiful. The color of your dress is reflected on your cheeks. Exactly the same way here, she is wearing that red sari and it is reflected on her smooth and shining cheeks. not with the pimples or any marks or anything. It's so beautiful to look at the cheeks of our mother, which is compared with Padmaraga Shila Darsha Paribhavi. Just like this Padmaraga Shila, her cheeks are shining. So we can imagine that, wow, it is shining. At least when we go to some temples, we see the gorgeous dressed idol. Then we say, wow, it is very nice, very nice. Yes, each and every organ we can focus. That is what we should do when the arati is being done. Arati is being taken throughout from the feet of the god or goddess and up to the head or kirita also. They simply show like this. But not with the bright light. It is only with the light of arati. Why should it be so? I used to wonder earlier, I am not able to see that God properly. Why this temple is like this? Why can't they have bright light so that we can see the God properly? Many temples inside lights, electric lights are not allowed. Only deepas, only diyas are allowed. It means it is not very easy to see God. You have to focus well. Only when you focus properly, you will be able to see that. So every ornament, every organ, we should be able to focus while performing arati. That means we are connected with her, connecting ourselves with her. Otherwise, we simply look at that and then our wish list starts. Give me this, give me that. The long, like the tail of Hanuman, it goes on increasing. We are talking only about that. Please do this for me, please do this for me, etc. Now, no question of requests and desires. So only to look at that, every organ, every ornament of the goddess and focus on this. And how can I become like this? Does it mean that we should apply so many things and become like her? Our cheeks also should become like Padmaraga Shila? It is not so. It means we all should be shining. Shining does not mean external shining. Internally, the brightness should be there. That brightness should be visible outside. What does it mean? We should be able to contribute to the society. Our life should be for the sake of others. At least some percentage of that. The money that we earn, the time that we have, all this we should be able to spend at least a few percentage of it for the sake of someone else, apart from our family members. Family members, it is known, definitely we do it, no doubt about it. Apart from our own people, somebody else we should be able to do it. That is what is meant by either smelling nicely or cheeks are shining. It is not that the external organ is important. Internally, what does it mean? What principle does it convey? All these come from the Vedas. Light is within. This light should be visible outside too. For the others, we should be able to spend our energy, money, time, at least 10% of this should be meant for others only. This is what is the meaning of shining cheeks. Then, Navavidruma Bimba Shri Nyakkari Radanachada. In some places, Dashanachada is given. Radana means teeth. Dashana also means teeth. Navavidruma. Vidruma is coral. Once again, newborn coral. Coral has beautiful color. Not very reddish, not orange. We say coral color only. The lips are of that color. We may wonder, Dashana we said, Radana we said it is teeth. But then, are the teeth red? Teeth are not red. Teeth are covered by something which is red. That is nothing but the lips. Lips are compared with corals, the newborn corals. And bimba. Bimba is ivy gourd. Kovai in Tamil, Dondakai in Telugu, Tondekai in Kannada. Compared with this particular fruit, because that also is red in color when you cut it. Inside it is red. So generally, lips are compared with this particular vegetable, or it is called a fruit also. Bimba fruit also. Bimba phala. The other meaning of this particular bimba fruit or that ivy gourd is like how you have in Mrityunjaya mantra, Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Bandhanat Mrityor Mokshiyamamritat. Here Urvarukam means cucumber. How a cucumber by itself falls from the creeper. In the same way, let my death come like this. That means, don't give me apamrityu. We are praying to Lord Shiva. Similarly here, lips are like bimba. Means, I should have this kind of knowledge by itself. Slowly. It's not that immediately one day, 2 days I struggle, practice something and the third day I get mukti. No, that is not possible. Let it come slowly. Ripe. Let it become ripe like this. And bimba also means moksha or liberation. So let me have this liberation. So when we chant this particular nama, if you are able to focus on our lips, it is said that moksha is guaranteed. We must be able to give our 100% attention to the red lips of the goddess. Another meaning, corals. Corals are available in the deep ocean. On the surface, it is only water which is visible to us. If you dive deep into the ocean, there are pearls, corals and so many things are there apart from this other kinds of animals or creatures. Dive deep in the ocean. In the same way, if you want to have this kind of corals or pearls, we should dive deep in this life. We call this as samsara sagara. Yes, in this sagara, we should dive deep, which means we should study the scriptures. Only then it is possible for us to get those corals or pearls or any of these gems. Unless we struggle, unless we dive deep into it, it is not possible. On the surface we are living. It is not sufficient. Dive deeper into it and definitely we are going to get this coral which is going to give us moksha or liberation. Next one. Shuddha Vidyankurakara Dvija Pankti Dvayojvala. Dvija. Dvija means one who has got 2 births. A Brahmin is called as Dvija because for a Brahmana there is Mantropadesha, Upanayana, thread ceremony. So at that time it is said that the second birth takes place. For a bird, first egg is there, then that is one birth. Then from the egg the bird comes out. This is the second birth. Now here it is teeth. Teeth, when we observe, the first teeth all fall down. Then the second teeth appear over there. So the teeth are known by the name Dvija. Dvija Pankti Dvaya. There are 2 rows of teeth. 16 plus 16, 32. 16 represents Shodashi mantra of goddess. There is Panchadashi mantra and Shodashi mantra of the goddess. And it also represents Laukika and Adhyatmika. One row represents Laukika, another represents Adhyatmika. Here it is said that Shuddha Vidyankurakara. Focusing on the rows of teeth, give us Shuddha Vidya. Shuddha Vidya is I am not this body. The knowledge that I am not this body. I am that Supreme Atman. This is Shuddha Vidya. So this kind of knowledge is bestowed by her teeth. 2 rows of teeth. And teeth are used for chewing the food that we eat. Only when the food is chewed properly, then that is having the effect on our body. Otherwise it goes just like that. Similarly, what we are supposed to do, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Manana, contemplating, listen or learn, read and learn in whatever fashion, grasp. Then contemplate on that. Then implement it. This is Jnana Yoga. Shuddha Vidya. That kind of Jnana is given by focusing on her 2 rows of teeth. Ujjvala. Bright, very bright. Next. Karpura Vitika Moda Samakarsha Digantara. She is chewing that pan. Karpura. We add karpura in that pan that she is eating. Karpura. Vitika means this beetle leaves. Vetalapaku. Tamalapaku, Vetalapaku they say. So that is Vitika. Amoda. Amoda is happiness. Apart from Karpura and Vitika, there are so many items that we add in it. Crystal sugar, some people add dates, some people add coconut flakes, dry coconut flakes. So many things are added. You see, Rajasthan pan, variety of pans are there, which give different fragrance. Here the same way, that fragrance of the pan that is chewing. Samakarsha Digantara, everywhere on the sky, throughout the Brahmanda, you are able to get that fragrance. In Saundaryalahari, Shankaracharya writes beautifully about this, her chewing of pan and how people are waiting for it. Rane jitva daityan apakrita shirastrai kavachibhi nivrittai chandansha Tripuragara nirmalya vimukai Vishakendro pendrai Shashi vishada karpura shakala Viliyante mataha Tava vadana tambula kabala. It means after doing the samhara, after the destruction of Tarakasura, Subramanya, Muruga comes to her to explain what has happened, what he has done. He has to explain to his mother. He brings Indra, Upendra and all the other devatas, and on the way he finds Shiva Nirmalya. You know what Nirmalya is. After the puja is done, everything is over, then whatever is left over there, after the event is over, whatever is left over there, we remove that in the night or early morning. That is called as Nirmalya. Even though Nirmalya is there, he did not give any importance to Nirmalya, Shiva Nirmalya, because he wanted to come and explain to the mother, because when the mother is chewing this pan, some small droplets may get sprayed. She has to talk. When he is explaining, is it so? She may ask. At that time, from the tambula that she is chewing, some droplets may fall on us. Saying this, these are all coming, running towards you. Even though everything else is there, which is also really important, but they are not giving any importance to that, because they give lot of importance to only this. There is no guarantee that it will be sprayed on all these people, but still with the hope that at least a small droplet will fall on me. Each devata thinks like that, and they are all coming and sitting in front of you. With among them, Subramanya or Murugan is the leader. See the importance given to her tambula, that to droplet which may fall on us. So why not we also wait for this? She's talking to me. I am telling her, okay, my problems only I am telling you. But still, you may say, is it? Do you have this problem? She may talk to me. That too, she is chewing that tambulam, and definitely one droplet will fall on me. I will sit close to her so that it will fall on me. And what kind of punya that we have done to sit in front of her and wait for this and talk to her. So this kind of bhavana should be there when we chant this particular nama. Next one. Nijasallapa madhurya vinirbharsita kachapi. Kachapi is the name of Veena of Saraswati. Saraswati plays Veena. The name of that Veena is Kachapi. There is a story. In the royal court of this Jagannatha, there was a show of the talents of all the devatas. Each one was showing their talent. Saraswati, we know, she played Veena. Believe it or not, the list of ragas are also given. First, she starts with Hamsadvani. Then she plays Hindola. Then Kalyani. Then the favorite raga of Lalitha goddess is Shivaranjini. So she sings these kirtanas of these ragas, and our mother was very happy when Shivaranjini raga kirtana was going on. She was very happy. She simply said, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu means shabas or very good. Immediately, Saraswati stopped playing and kept the veena aside and covered the cloth. Covered the veena with that cloth. Our goddess asked her, Hare, what happened? Why did you stop? So Saraswati goddess said, I have been singing. Yes, it was good. Everybody felt happy. But when you said just that sadhu one word, the madhurya of this particular word that you just said, uttered, not even singing, uttered, was so much that my singing is nothing in front of this. You are talking. So it is not needed. I need not play anymore. So I kept it aside. The story, whether it is true or not, we don't know, but it is given in scriptures like this. It is said that Saraswati was highly egoistic until then. When she heard this kind of word spoken by Lalitha goddess, then she understood, I am nothing. For us, the principle over here is ego. How egoistic we become when we learn some stotras. My own experience, when I learned Saundarya Lahari, I had high ego. Rather have, not had have. Ego that, oh, I know Saundarya Lahari. One of my friends who used to meditate a lot, she did not know Saundarya Lahari. So she called me up and said, Jyothi, can you simply sing? One day I will come. Can you sing for me? I want to listen to it. I said, yes. So she came home and I sang that. And she said, are you able to get the fragrance of jasmine flower? I said, no, I'm not getting. She says, aren't you getting? It is so strong. She is here. Goddess is here. I can feel her presence by the smell of jasmine. I went around and checked whether any other lady has come wearing jasmine flower, or there is no plant. There was no plant neither in my house nor in my neighbor's house. Absolutely no. From where this fragrance? She got the fragrance. But I did not get this fragrance. I really started crying then. I know why you have done this to me. I am highly egoistic. I am proud that I know the Saundarya Lahari. Whereas she does not know. She focused more on, may not be knowing the meaning also. But she knows that it is about this goddess and she has completely focused on the goddess. Whereas I was focusing on my singing, how good my singing is. People should appreciate my singing. She should say, Jyothi, it is very good. Oh, you are singing beautifully. This was my expectation. That is why she does not come. This is why she is not appearing in front of us. Because even one shloka we learn by heart, then we immediately get this haunts. I know this by heart. I know the meaning of this people. Those people don't know the meaning of Lalita Sahasranama. I know the meaning of Lalita Sahasranama. We are proud. Wherever there is ego, she will not appear. So it is for us to destroy our ego. So when we chant this particular nama, we should keep pleading to her. I know I have egoistic. I know I have this ego. I know I have this pride. Please pull this down. Pull this down. I know that if this is not down, I cannot come up to you. I am helpless. I surrender completely to you. So this is one concept of it. And Nija Sallapa. Nija Sallapa Madhurya Venirbhachita Kachapi. This is the meaning. Nija Sallapa is the nada which comes from her, from within. That compared to this Kachapi, Kachapi is nothing. That story is given in this fashion here. That's all. So Nija Sallapa is the nada which is coming from within. We must be able to listen to the inner nada, not the external sound. We say Shankha nada, Ganta nada. It is not just any shabda. It is nada which comes from that. For example, when you ring that bell, Ganta, what happens? That dies, okay, only once it comes. But afterwards, that sound comes, that nada. We should be able to focus on that nada. Similarly, from within the nada is there. That is Nija Sallapa. So when there are two things in this, one is try to focus on the inner nada, and the other one is try to reduce ego. Next one. Mandasmita Prabha Pura Majjat Kamesha Manasa. Mandasmita. She has got a beautiful smile on her face always. Do we have? We have to question ourselves. Do I have? Do I smile? Or am I always cribbing, complaining? Always sad? Because that has effect on the others too. Especially for ladies. We can observe for our own selves in the family. If we are happy, then the rest of the family members are happy. If we are not happy, they are also not happy. They don't know how to express themselves. We are angry, they are feeling very bad about it. They don't know what to do about it. So we have the responsibility of keeping the family happy. We have to keep ourselves happy, and we are trying to keep the others happy too. Mandasmita, light smile, Prabha Pura, Majjat Kamesha Manasa. After burning Manmatha, Shiva was very angry. He opened the third eye and Manmatha was burnt, and he was still in that angry mood. He just looked at this goddess and he got himself immersed, drowned in the mother's beautiful smile. You can imagine that. He was angry, and when he looked at her smile, not a big laughter. If she was laughing, he would have got angry again with her. Why are you laughing when I am angry? But she had a wonderful, beautiful smile on her face, which made him fall into it. Majja means drowning in that. He was drowned in the smile, in that Mandasmita Prabha. In that Prabha, he fell into it. Majjat Kamesha Manasa. That means his manas was totally drowned in the beautiful smile of our dear mother. Next one. Anakalita Sadrishya Chibuka Shri Virajita. Chibuka is chin. This portion, chin. Anakalita. Kalita means known. Anakalita means will never be known. Anakalita Sadrishya. That means this chin is so beautiful that it cannot be compared with anything. It is said that Parvati, when she was small, her father, Parvata Raja, Himavanta, he used to talk to her holding her chin. We also do this with children. Small kids, we catch hold of their chin and what is your name, like this, we talk to them. So it seems he was talking to his daughter, holding her beautiful chin. Then later, husband Shiva used to hold her chin with the expression of love. And we also should hold this chin with lot of love and devotion and respect for her. It is for us to hold. It is available there. Whether we hold or not is left to us. Here it is said that it cannot be compared with anything. Anakalita sadrishya chibuka shri virajita. In Saundarya Shankaracharya compares this particular chin with the handle of a mirror. Her face is like a mirror, he says, and this is like the handle of the mirror. In this shloka, it is said that it cannot be compared with anything. Whereas in Saundarya Shankaracharya says that it is like the handle of the mirror. You can turn either this side or that side. It is up to you. That is what Shankaracharya says. You turn it towards yourself. You will go with it. You turn it towards the world. You go towards the world. So it is up to us to turn it to the side that we want to get attached. We are so much attached to the world. We are not able to detach from the world and get attached to her. So we have to turn it towards ourselves, or we are goddess ourselves. So we should be able to turn it. Either we say towards her or towards our own selves instead of turning it towards the world. Then Kamesha Baddha Mangalya Sutra Shobhita Kandara. Yes. Now it is about the Mangalya, the sacred chain or thread that we wear at the time of wedding. Husband ties the tali to the wife. Mangalyam tantunanena mama jivana hetunam kante badnami subhage sanjeeva sharadam shatam. Some places it is badnami, some places it is bhadrani. Saying that I am wearing this. This is your representation on my body, representing the husband. It is actually over here near the kantha, kante badnami. It is not a long chain like this what I am wearing. It is a short one which stands over the throat. That is why kante badnami subhage sanjeeva sharadam shatam. Sharadrutu. Once a year comes Sharadrutu. Shatam. 100 such Sharadrutus we will live together. We take that Saptapadi also with so many promises. Are we living up to the promises? We have forgotten the promise. So it reminds us that you have the duty for the family. We do not, especially in India, girl is not getting married to only the boy. It is marriage to the family. All of us have experienced this. It is not only the husband who is important. Husband's family is also important, along with my family. Our family, our fathers, our forefathers, yes, we have to give importance to them too. Our ancestors as well as husband's side. Duty for two families. A boy is not given an opportunity for this, whereas we are blessed to have this opportunity. This side, that side, yes. Both the sides are ours only. So here, Kamesha Baddha Mangalya Sutra Shobhita Kandara. She is wearing that Mangalya. And why not we? Why can't we wear this and remind ourselves of the duty over there? One is about that duty, and the second one is any of these ornaments are not for attraction. We may think that it is for beautification of the body. It is not so. Every ornament has a principle behind it. Now here it stands around the neck, and this particular Vishuddha chakra which is there in the throat, this is responsible for our speech. Now it controls, this Mangalya controls the speech. In the earlier days, girls were getting married when they were very, very young. Even at the age of 9, 10, 12, like that they used to get married. And it used to be joint family. Maybe some hundreds of people in one family living together. And this small girl, she does not know anything. What will she speak there? So to control that, this kind of chain was given. That is, this particular chain controls that Vishuddha chakra which is there in the throat, which is responsible for our speech. So it reminds us about Vak Tapas. This we have seen in Bhagavad Gita, Vak Tapas. How should we talk? How should the talk be? It should not hurt anybody else. It should be sweet. It should be short. We have seen so many lists Krishna gives there. So it reminds us of this Vak Tapas. So let us not think that the chain that we are wearing or the earrings that we are wearing, nose ring that we are wearing, it is not for the beautification of the body at all. It has a particular concept, principle behind it, which we are not knowing. So we make variety of chains and wear, nothing wrong in it. But what is the principle behind this? When we are wearing it, that thought should be there. Why am I wearing it? Am I living up to the principle of this particular chain or nose ring or whatever it is? Am I living like this? If not, we should try to live like this, because she is like this. She is wearing that Mangalya. She is performing this Vak Tapas. Why not I? How much we talk. If we talk something good, then it is okay. Do we talk like this? We talk about that family, this family, what has happened here in this house, in my neighbor's house, what has happened. We are so much interested in knowing things around the world, what is happening here, there, that to anything we feel that it is negative, we are more interested. Where is Vak Tapas? The chain that I am wearing represents this Vak Tapas. Am I doing this? Am I following this? So if we observe, every nama of the goddess gives us some kind of principle, which we call it as dharma, which we call as our Sanatana Dharma. Every nama gives us this. Unknowingly, we are simply chanting it mechanically. So let us try to connect ourselves with this goddess form, as well as the tattva behind each and every organ, each and every ornament that she wears. We are also wearing. Most of the ornaments that she is wearing, we are also wearing. I am also like you in wearing. But I should become like you in following the principle behind each and every organ, each and every ornament. This is what is the smarana. Think about this. Nama, yes, chanting goes on. Mechanically goes on. Mouth goes on, does it? Definitely that is also good. But we must go beyond that. Smarana should be there. Along with every nama, her smarana may not be the meaning of that particular nama, at least her smarana should go on. That is why Paramacharya said that don't chant Sahasranamas in ragas. When we chant in ragas, then the mind goes into the raga. When somebody is singing, oh, ayyo, this ma should have been this ma, but she has sung this ma, then we start finding faults with that singer also. We are not perfect. We are not able to sing like that also, but we find faults with the people who sing. And pronunciation also may go wrong. That is why Paramacharya said not to chant this, not to sing this. chant in this particular way so that pronunciation is perfect, and moreover we will be able to focus on this. Instead of focusing on the raga etc., we should be able to focus on her. Then Namasmarana happens by default. So let us prostrate to our dear mother and pray to her that she blesses all of us with this kind of smarana whenever we are chanting and whenever we are not chanting also, because it should go on forever. Doing work? Yes, chant. Not doing work? Yes, chant. Eating? Chant. Not eating? Chant. Taking bath? Chant. Not taking bath? Not taking bath? Chant. So like this, let us try our level best to keep chanting and constant remembrance. This should be the motto of us right now. Forget about liberation etc. At least this should be the current goal. Namasmarana. Constant remembrance. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.